ये कोई भी प्लान नहीं करता कि राइटर बनेगा, ख्वाब तो डॉक्टर इंजीनियर का रहता है, जो कि मतलब मेरा नहीं था। लेकिन बचपन में either you are a doctor or you are an engineer or you are a professor. If you are neither of the three, then you are an idiot. And when I started writing, a few of my friends said that बीच में मार दी जाएगी। जिंदा हूँ, इस बात की बहुत खुश हूँ। I abide by whatever I feel is practically possible for me. मैं stress नहीं लेती.
Okay.
Because if I take stress, I will not be able to enjoy God. While writing midway through Sati series, I just felt that I need to make some spiritual changes in your life, and that is not for the dikhawa aspect of it, but because it helps me to remind myself in some way or the other. Moth matlab end nahi hai, like there are certain times when your loss of reputation could be worse than death.
Could be worse than that.
And मुझे उन चीज़ों से बचाएगा. तो I know that there is some power which is giving me certain vibes.
Yes.
And that got me to look back and realize that there are some amazing things in my life that has happened, that is still happening. There is a saying that most of the things that you want are actually not the things that you want. Those are the things जो आपके पड़ोसी के पास है, आपके किसी दोस्त के पास है, and you want them, but तुम actually नहीं चाहते थे वो सब. You got into that peer pressure, and now you are under that pressure कि मुझे भी चाहिए. I got a DM from a Pakistani girl who is doing her PhD in London, and she is writing her thesis on my books. I was so surprised. I was like, तुम क्यों कर रही हो? मतलब I couldn't hold back from asking that. Don't you think that it will work against you?
Hi guys, welcome to Beyond the Spotlight. Today I'm excited to have with me the most amazing and the visionary author, Koral Dasgupta. Hi Koral.
Hello Priyanka.
Hi, how are you?
All good. How are you?
मैं बहुत अच्छी हूँ. Thank you so much for taking out time to speak with me today. I'm very excited.
My pleasure, totally.
बहुत सारे सवाल पूछने हैं मुझे आपसे. Mythology is a topic of interest. और I have heard about the Sati series और मुझे उस पर भी आना है. But सबसे पहले मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ, आपको कैसा लगता है कि आपकी बुक्स इतनी अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में है, like Harvard, and people are talking about it. How do you feel about all this?
हार्वर्ड में कैसे पहुंचा? I have no idea. I have इंटरनेट में किसी ने मुझे एक लिंक भेजा था which showed the list of universities जिनके लाइब्रेरी में मेरे बुक्स हैं. So जिसने भी ये whoever has made it happen, वो 100 साल जिए, बहुत उसके मुंह में बहुत घी शक्कर. I have no idea how it reached, but I am very grateful for whatever has happened, the way people have taken, because when I started writing it, if you have heard about my series, probably you also know that I am dealing with desire in the series. And when I started writing, a few of my friends said that बीच में मार दी जाएगी. जिंदा हूँ, इस बात की बहुत खुश हूँ.
कैसे how do you stay tough? मतलब does external things affect you and your writing? How do you manage that?
Always, everything that you are going through in life or you have gone through in life, there are so many traumas that you go through. आपको पता भी नहीं चलता है because when you are young, it's very easy for you to walk through. आपका पैर कितना जला वो पता चलता है उससे शायद 30 साल बाद. So, and when you are writing, it's a very subconscious driven work. So a lot of things that have been there hidden inside you, जिसके बारे में शायद आप सोच भी नहीं रहे थे. You are not even in touch with that aspect of your personality. वो सारे निकल के बाहर आ जाते हैं. And yes, while writing, not just this series, but the books that I have written, they have in some way or the other got impacted by whatever I have gone through. And the stories are trying to find answers. वो हर किसी का है, not just writers. All of us, whatever story we create is a result of the past that we have had.
Right. And how do you balance those emotions? Like, how do you make sure that the past doesn't get in the present, like doesn't get involved in the present?
ऐसा कभी नहीं होता है. I think it is a part of your healing effort. whatever you have gone through, हर चीज़ का तो आपको अंदाज़ा भी नहीं है कि what all you have, the emotional slaps that you have got. Physical तो मैंने छोड़ ही दिया. The emotional slaps that you have got and you have not been in touch consciously, आपने उसको पीछे छोड़ के आगे निकल गए हैं, and you have not got a chance to heal from those. You have not negotiated with those. You have not spoken to yourself about those things. So they are there somewhere. वो आपकी दुखती नस है जिसके बारे में आपको खुद नहीं मालूम. So you know, I have done my MBA in marketing और वहाँ पे my subject was consumer behavior, जहाँ पे यही the psychology of buyers and the psychology of consumers was my subject of great interest जो मैं पढ़ी हूँ. वहाँ पे यही this was the thing that we studied, that कई बारी just a color, just a fragrance and you want to buy it, जबकि आपको उस चीज़ की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. It comes from a space of deficiency that you have experienced sometime in your life. You know, it could be something as silly as बचपन में आपको उस कलर का एक ड्रेस चाहिए था, आपके पास पैसे नहीं थे, and it stayed with you. You don't know. Someone you really loved used to wear that color. वो इंसान आपके लाइफ में आपको धोखा देके निकल गया. वो इंसान निकल गया, उसका वो मेमोरी रह गया है. And now you are trying to acquire it. You know, you don't need it. शायद आप उसको कभी यूज़ भी नहीं करोगे, लेकिन फिर भी खरीद लिया. You know, impulse purchase जिसको बोलते हैं कई बारी. So all those things do come and affect, and I don't think we can ever completely heal because we are not in touch with whatever has happened very concretely. But whatever is happening, whatever we get in touch with, whatever we can talk to ourselves about, शांत दिमाग से जब गुस्सा आया, whatever we do, but then there is always a phase of cooling down, and then you are kind of talking to yourself. You are talking to yourself about your behavior, and you are trying to tell yourself, I could have handled it better. And that is your learning, that is your moment of truth, that is your moment of healing and also your growth.
Yes, true. Now that I mentioned past and you spoke about past traumas, what do you think past मतलब पिछले जन्म का impact भी do you think people still carry that any trauma from your past life?
You know, I don't have the necessary qualification to be able to answer this. I don't know about past life. I know of many professionals who base their career on this particular aspect. कुछ लोग उसको assumption मानते हैं. In religion and myth, we do believe in the past life, and as a Hindu, I have no reason to say that no, it doesn't exist. अगर मैं religiously चलूँ तो yes, there's something called past life, जहाँ से हम उभर के निकले हैं. Now I have heard, I'm not again sure, but I have heard that Muslims don't believe in past life. They believe in only one life. So अलग-अलग culture के अलग-अलग belief है. But when I say that I believe in past life, yes, I actually read a book by Dr. Brian Lewis, who is you can call him a parapsychologist. His theory was that he used hypnosis as his therapy tool. His theory was that in every life you meet a core group. वो घूम फिर के आपके लाइफ में आते रहते हैं. That includes the people you hate, or the people who hated you. That includes the people who do some harm to you and you do some harm to them. And that also includes people who do good to you, people you love, and vice versa. So आप उसी circle में घूम रहे हो. And probably this life, if someone is your mother, next life that person could be your mama, next life that person could be your pet dog. But that person is giving you love constantly. That remains. And at some point of life, that person becomes your soulmate. उनका मतलब आपके life में the character of that life is that of your soulmate. That is your last life. That is his theory. And I found it very beautiful, so I thought that I believe this.
Yes, I think I want to read this book because I'm very curious about past life, and that is why I brought this up. So I am going to read it. I also want to know, because writing is such a patient process. You have to be calm, composed. You can't let your emotions affect your writing style, or maybe you can balance those emotions out through meditation. Do you use any of such new tools to just raise your vibration and balance your emotions?
I never did that, but while writing midway through Sati series, I just felt that I need to make some spiritual changes in your life, and that is not for the dikhawa aspect of it, but because it helps me to remind myself in some way or the other the immense blessing that I have and a lot of good that God is sending my way. So I got myself a Rudraksh. It is not given by a guru. I don't know what is the authenticity and all those measurements. मुझे कुछ नहीं मालूम. मैं सिर्फ भरोसे से ले लिया. And I wear it with a gold chain sometimes. And I also have a Rudraksh which I wear it in my hand sometimes. So a large part of it is style, and a large part of it is also that very simple belief that right now at my stage, I don't know, probably this is something that you get only with age. You don't get it when you are very young. At my stage, I just get to see all those moments जब मैं डूब सकती थी, but मुझे इस तरह से बचाया, मतलब I can't tell you how. And not always your death is your मौत मतलब end नहीं है, like there are certain times when your loss of reputation could be worse than death.
Could be worse than that.
And मुझे उन चीज़ों से बचाया. तो I know that there is some power which is giving me certain vibes.
Yes.
And that got me to look back and realize that there are some amazing things in my life that has happened, that is still happening. I have certain beautiful things in my life which keeps me sane. उसके साथ maybe there are certain things that are not to my liking, but अगर मुझे भगवान पे या तो मुझे भगवान पे भरोसा ना हो, I say that I create my destiny. और अगर मुझे भगवान पे भरोसा हो तो पूरी तरीके से हो, हर चीज़ मिला के हो. So whatever, if there's something which I'm not liking right now, I don't know my future, and I have evidence from my life where I felt that I wanted certain things very badly, and 10 years after I realized that thank God वो चीज़ें मुझे मिले नहीं थे, क्योंकि अगर मिलते मेरी लाइफ की ऐसी की तैसी हो जाती थी. So that gives me a reason to trust that force which is leading me instead of trying to act smart.
Right.
I'm better off.
So you believe that everything is going to be fine. There is someone taking care of things, which makes you feel relaxed.
Everything is for a reason.
Yes.
And I think there's one power which is way more than me, or a lot depends upon who you believe is God. मतलब आपके लिए भगवान है कौन?
Right.
If you believe that your God is that entity who is sitting there to curse you, आप कुछ गलत कर दोगे और अभिशाप लग जाएगा, then your personality will be like that God, because you are trying to reach God. ये हर किसी के लाइफ का सच है कि we are trying to reach God. So if you believe that भगवान आपका बुरा कर सकता है, आपके से कोई गलती हो जाएगी, आपको भगवान के सामने प्रसाद रखना है, मतलब कुछ खाना रखना है, आप राइट साइड में रखना था, आपने लेफ्ट साइड में रख लिया तो भगवान आपको शाप दे देगा. If that is your God, your life, your personality becomes like that, because आप डर डर के जीते हो. और आपके लिए, if you believe that God is very kind, God is very giving, God is very forgiving, you become that person. So this is again something that I have realized now. So I am trying to become like that and shed a lot of anger, shed a lot of stupid things that I used to hold very strongly. A lot of, and when you start letting go, आपको दिखेगा कि वो कितना आसान है और कितना अच्छा है. अब बहुत सारा प्रेशर आपने यूं उठा के माटी पे एकदम धकेल दिया, हटो.
I think, and this is beautiful, that I love this thought, that if you believe that your God is forgiving and He's loving and He's just with you for your own good, He's giving you blessings and you become that and you become more calm. And I hope people who do not believe in God or that spiritual light see that light, because I'm sure that it's going to change their life in beautiful ways.
You know, God is something that even अगर मतलब I am saying this, मैं किसी के बिलीफ को हर्ट नहीं करना चाहती या मैं किसी को अपने रास्ते में नहीं लाना चाहती. आई एम एब्सोल्युटली फाइन विथ हुएवर बिलीव्स व्हाटएवर. लेकिन अगर कोई नास्तिक भी है, a lot of people say things like time is the best healer, वक्त सब कुछ ठीक कर देता है. Like this people believe across religion, whatever be their faith, नास्तिक हो, भगवान पे भरोसा हो, whatever. Now in Hinduism, time is Mahakal, which is Shiva, which is the greatest Hindu entity, right? So when you understand Hinduism as a philosophy and not as a religion, religion आपका रास्ता रोकेगा and philosophy आपको बहुत आज़ाद करेगा.
Right.
So when it comes to Hindu philosophy, which is a Hindu way of life, वो हर किसी का है जो मानना चाहे. It is not, it doesn't belong only to those who lead life in a particular way, who do idol worship. हर किसी के लिए है वो. तो I see that even someone who doesn't believe in God, वो वक्त को मान रहा है. एंड उसको मालूम है कि वक्त अगर आपका बुरा करना चाहेगा तो बहुत कुछ आपका बुरा वक्त मतलब यू आर रियली यू विल गो थ्रू अ फेज, राइट? नाउ हैविंग सेड दैट, you probably, if you believe in the God that is, how do you define power? If power is kindness for you, if power is forgiveness, and if God is that bigger entity जिनका power, as in the power of giving, the power of forgiving, the power of kindness is way higher than you, right? Then you understand that आपके life में जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, that is an automated system called karma. और उस कर्मा को भी आप कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते, because we think that karma is simple. आपने कुछ अच्छा किया, आपके साथ अच्छा होना है, बुरा किया, बुरा होना है. That is only one aspect of karma. Karma has, you know, a fixed variable and there's a fixed component and a variable component. Fixed component ये है कि आपने अच्छा किया, अच्छा हुआ, बुरा किया, बुरा हुआ. Now you think मैं यहाँ पे बैठ के आपके साथ अच्छी अच्छी बातें कर रही हूँ, राइट? मेरा इंटेंशन अच्छा है, आपका भी इंटेंशन अच्छा है, आपने मुझे बुलाया. किसी ने हमारी बातें सुन के उसका गलत उपयोग कर लिया. They used this knowledge to create something or to do something which leads to a sin, right? It's for sinful purpose it is used. Now उसने जो भी किया वो तो हमारा सुन के किया ना, तो वो हमारे खाते में लिखा नहीं जाएगा.
Oh God, ऐसा भी होता है?
Of course. So that is the variable component of karma. So you know that you cannot control anything. क्योंकि हर एक मोमेंट में आप अच्छा इंटेंशन से बहुत कुछ कर रहे हो, for sure. लेकिन a lot of things are happening without your control. आप गाड़ी से चल के आ रहे हो, कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा है, आप यहाँ पे हो, कहीं और नहीं हो, उसके वजह से कुछ हो रहा है, और वो you have no control on it. So the only thing that you can do is have a good intent and believe in God. There's nothing else that you can do. आप कुछ control नहीं कर सकते. और भगवान इसलिए नहीं, मतलब if you believe in that kind of God, तो भगवान के पास और कोई काम धंधा नहीं है कि बैठ के आपके मतलब you know कीड़े निकालेंगे आपके कि आपने तुमने इधर क्यों रखा, तुमने ये क्यों नहीं किया, तुम मेरे पास उस मंदिर में क्यों नहीं आए. मैं कहीं पे भी रहूँ, मेरे भगवान मेरे साथ है, एंड दैट इज माय बेसलाइन फॉर मी.
हाँ, बट जैसे बहुत ज़्यादा जो रिलीजियस लोग होते हैं वो काफ़ी ऑर्गेनाइज और स्ट्रक्चर्ड तरीके से जीते हैं. जैसे there was a time when I took that Krishna mala and someone told me कि no, you can't just have it like that. There is a rule, there is a process. I know that process is there to respect maybe something, I don't know, but why there are so many rules, and like do you abide by those rules like anything?
I abide by whatever I feel is practically possible for me. मैं stress नहीं लेती.
Okay.
Because if I take stress, I will not be able to enjoy God.
True, yes.
Now you see, there's a reason why it is said, and rituals of course have a lot of science behind it. I believe in that. And the science is very simple, you know. आप एक छोटा बच्चा आपके सामने है, right? you want to touch him or her. वो उसका स्किन इतना सॉफ्ट है, आपको वो छू के आपको बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. You want to kiss that child, though someone might say that you should not, right? अगर आप वो नहीं भी करोगे तो भी you would like to just touch and smell because उनके smell इतने अच्छे हैं, right? Now if you don't do that, अगर उसको आप दूर से देख रहे हो बच्चे को, तो it is not that you are loving that child less, right? It is the same logic.
Right.
कि अगर आप उसको छूते हो, the sensation that it produces to you, it gives you a beautiful feeling.
Right.
So अगर आप पूजा के वक्त धूना जला रहे हो, it gives you a beautiful feeling, it creates a beautiful vibe in you. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि भगवान ज्यादा खुश हो रहे हैं आपसे. आप नहीं भी करोगे तो भी भगवान खुश होंगे.
Feeling and you connecting with whatever you want to connect
Yes,
with.
yes, you
अगर
just-
आपको महाकुंभ जाना है,
Yeah, you just put yourself in a particular environment the way you want it, the way you like it. It's as simple.
just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever works for you, do it. But खुद को प्रेशराइज मत करो ये सोच के कि ये गलत हो गया तो वो हो जाएगा. भगवान का और भी काम है. let me tell you. There are too many of us पूरी दुनिया में.
हाँ, ये सही है. This makes things a lot simpler. मुझे ये जानना है कि राइटिंग का शौक, the feeling to write and take this very seriously. How did this all begin? Like from childhood itself, or it was a calling that happened while you were studying consumer behavior?
ये कोई भी प्लान नहीं करता कि राइटर बनेगा, यू नो. ख्वाब तो डॉक्टर इंजीनियर का रहता है, जो कि मतलब मेरा नहीं था. लेकिन बचपन में either you are a doctor or you are an engineer or you are a professor. If you are neither of the three, then you are an idiot. So I grew up in that era. I used to write ऐसे ही, मतलब you know, डायरी में कभी, just in general, not to achieve anything. Serious writing happened when I was pregnant, and pregnancy में बहुत सारे restrictions आ जाते हैं. And I tend to try to find excitement and happiness wherever I am. So उस टाइम पे यही समझ में आया कि actually I was not even writing a book. मैं उस टाइम पे कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर पढ़ा रही थी एक कॉलेज में, मैनेजमेंट कॉलेज में. मैं कई बारी क्लास में आई वुड पिक अप एग्जाम्पल्स फ्रॉम बॉलीवुड बिकॉज आई वॉज अ वेरी यंग प्रोफेसर. और आपके बाल सफ़ेद ना होना तो एज अ प्रोफेसर आपको इज्जत नहीं है, तो ज़्यादा काम करना पड़ता था. तो पीपल वुड हैव डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, बट सिनेमा वॉज एवरीबडीज इंटरेस्ट. So I would pick up the brands from Bollywood, brand personalities like Shah Rukh, Salman, whatever, and I would discuss them in class. और वो बहुत hit चल रहा था, you know, like students really loved and their attendance increased, their attention increased. So I was just documenting it out कि अगले semester में ठीक से use कर सकूँ, and a lot of those happened impromptu in class. So I was writing down and I was trying to check with the internet, the news clips and all that whatever hypothesis I am throwing, whether it is justified, do I have the necessary, you know, references. So then after midway through the book, my baby was born. I thought that वहीं पे ख़त्म हो गया. Then I think 6 months after I picked it up again and it started right from where I had stopped. The interest was very much there. That is when I realized that ये जो मैं कर रही हूँ ये सिर्फ नोट्स नहीं हैं, ये एक कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर का रेफरेंस मटेरियल बन रहा है. So I might just ask. So it was a consumer behavior study with Shah Rukh Khan as my case study. So Shah Rukh Khan का नाम था तो you know immediately it got picked.
And then फिर वहाँ से you just kept on going. कोई पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा.
Yeah, kind of. First fiction, मैंने the first book did quite well. उसके बाद someone started asking me that अगला क्या? अभी अगला तो I have no idea. मतलब अभी से 1 घंटे बाद क्या होने वाला है मेरे साथ, I don't know. So I said that if you are interested, मैं कुछ बनाती हूँ. तो they said why don't you submit? So मेरे पास ना मतलब जब मैं I have done my graduation from Shantiniketan. So it's a beautiful place. Vishwa Bharati. Beautiful place where you actually get to see the change of nature because फूल अलग हो जाते हैं. So that writing was it was a story of a sculptor and Shantiniketan had a very strong department called Kala Bhavan, which was the art and craft department. तो वहाँ पे जाके काफ़ी टाइम मैं बिताती थी. So कुछ बांग्ला में कुछ इंग्लिश में भी लिखा हुआ था चीज़ें मेरे इमेजिनरी चीज़ें. I just put them together and served them कि देखो. And they were interested. They said that काफ़ी changes करने हैं, but we would be interested if you are willing to make the changes. हाँ कर लेंगे. So that is when it started. And then third book I think was more. That was, I would say, the book that I arrived with, because उसमें मैंने बहुत मेहनत भी किया था and it was very close to my heart. So that is when the writing journey actually started. The first two were more prep time.
And then mythology, I mean that's a topic जिसमें आपको बहुत interest अंदर से होता है, and you need to have a lot of knowledge also. So did you read Bhagavad Gita entirely and Mahabharata entirely, and then picked your next series of books, which is the Sati series?
Yes, actually I would say that I am better at than many others in my generation. मेरे बचपन में whenever there would be, you know, I would have my holidays. Usually I would start with reading the translations of Ramayana and Mahabharata, Bengali translations. We had the books, the fat ones. So my holidays always began with those readings, and I have read them multiple times. Then as I grew up, I had access to beautiful libraries. वहाँ पे I got access to many other versions of Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, not other versions, but different translations. So yes, I have read those many times, but while I was always interested in mythology, like most of my books have some mytho element, though they are not typically mytho books. I was always interested in the symbolisms, the symbolism of Shiva and Kali, and I come from Bengal, so वहाँ पे देवी बहुत powerful है. So understanding the symbolisms was, I really loved those. You know, that was the time when I would argue also, because Bengal में ना हमारे दिवाली के टाइम पे हमारा काली पूजा होता है, धूमधाम से होता है, and the Purnima before that, the full moon night, is the Lakshmi Puja.
Right.
So I remember Lakshmi Puja मेरे घर पे नहीं होता था, लेकिन मेरे नाना के घर पे होता था. So I got into an argument with one of my friends one day. She was saying that Lakshmi का पूजा होता है for wealth, and I was like, Lakshmi तो wealth की देवी है ही नहीं. So she was very angry that how can you say that? Lakshmi is not wealth. Lakshmi is prosperity. Wealth, the keeper of wealth is Kuber, who is not even a god by Hinduism, Hindu belief. Gandharv hai wo. Gandharv is lower in hierarchy than Devas and Devis. Lakshmi is the goddess of prosperity, and prosperity is not just wealth. Wealth is a very small section of it, a very negligible section. Lakshmi identifies कि आप जो जिंदगी जी रहे हो उस जिंदगी से आप क्या क्या ले रहे हो, and that is not just wealth. You take away a lot in terms of learning, in terms of your experiences, and you are constantly growing. You don't realize that, but you are constantly growing with everything that is happening with you. You are constantly growing, and whatever you are learning, which is a lot driven by Saraswati, again another goddess that we Bengalis worship a lot. So whatever you are learning, that is propelling you towards prosperity. जबकि बोला जाता है, again that is a very colloquial belief that Lakshmi and Saraswati are loggerheads. They don't go together. बहुत गलत बात है. Lakshmi and Saraswati always go together, because आप जो भी सीखते हो, which is Saraswati, is propelling you towards prosperity, your growth. So these kind of symbolisms were always very, very, they fascinated me, and I got into arguments as well. ऐसे ही एक लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल में I remember one journalist. I told him that I am very fascinated by Indra, very misunderstood and very less explored character of mythology. तो वो बहुत गुस्सा हो गया था. Like he was like, Indra is a rapist and a philanderer. I was like, ठीक है, तो if I go by your deduction that Indra is a rapist, Then Kunti called upon Indra to give birth to the biggest hero of Mahabharata because उसको rapist चाहिए था as a son. Arjun was born via Indra, right? There is a reason why Indra was called. And that person becomes one of the biggest heroes with so many qualities. And then, so that guy said that, why don't you tell me that what is Indra for you? So that got me thinking. I of course, not every time I will have all the answers, because these things are subject to a lot of thinking, a lot of introspection. And that is where Sati series happened, because Sati series के all the 5 characters, interestingly, जो कि कहा जाता है कि महासती, सती means pure, कि सबसे pure 5 औरतें, इन सब के लाइफ में इंद्रा है, in some capacity or the other. So, I mean, there are lots of very strange dichotomy in mythology, totally, opposites happening together. And it's left to your interpretation. आप जैसे चाहो इंटरप्रेट करो, आपकी मर्जी.
बहुत लोगों को इसीलिए आई थिंक लिमिटेड नॉलेज है, और मे बी बहुत सारे लोगों को तो गलत ही लगता है, जैसे आपने एग्जांपल्स दिए. तो मतलब आपको व्हेन यू रेड डिफरेंट ट्रांसलेशंस, डिड यू नॉट डाउट एनीथिंग इन इट, लाइक दिस वर्जन इज डिफरेंट, दिस, हाउ डिड यू accept like which is your version and then
Okay.
put it?
So doubts, no. Discomfort, yes. A lot of things, like, you feel that ऐसा क्यों, मतलब whatever is happening, you feel very uncomfortable that ऐसा क्यों. For example, Rama's killing of Bali, मतलब I was, that is one of the most difficult thing that I had read, and I was very very uncomfortable with it all through my childhood, कि पीछे से क्यों मारा. Now there are lots of alternate मैंने explanations. हाँ, बाली के पास ऐसा बूंद था जिससे सामने वाले का पावर उसमें आ जाएगा, he will gain tenfold of that power and all that. राम तो भगवान था ना. भगवान अगर है तो पीछे से क्यों किया, मतलब that was my childhood, my innocent question. And I was very very disturbed with it. So ऐसे बहुत सारे discomforts थे मेरे. Doubts नहीं, but yes, different versions are there, and the versions are so different. Like the South, the Tamil Ramayana is so different from Bengal Ramayana. The importance of characters differ, the way events differ.
Right.
So in Sati series, what I wanted to do is, see, already the way the stories are being told, ऐसा पहले हुआ नहीं है. So that is already creating a shock value in audience mind.
Right.
I didn't want to show the people कि मुझे कितना पता है, मैं कितनी महान हूँ. I simply wanted that लोग relate कर सके. So I just have stuck to the very basic framework of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So अगर आपने अमर चित्र कथा कॉमिक्स पढ़ी है, रामायण महाभारत का, and you know the framework, right? You will be able to relate. What I have done is just threaded in between and pulled the thread back. Asked simple questions like, Kunti, she had the boon. She called the gods. गलती उनकी थी. सूर्यदेव को उन्होंने बुलाया था, और फिर उनको नहीं चाहिए था बच्चा. उन्होंने रियलाइज की कि गलती हो गई. सूर्यदेव को तो मालूम पड़ा ना कि लड़की ने गलती कर दी. Why did सूर्य बैक आउट? कर सकते थे ना. So that means वो जो that mantra is like a two-way contract. मतलब मैं साइन कर रही हूँ, मतलब मैं आपके और मेरे बिहाफ में साइन कर सकती हूँ, and there is no exit clause, right? So I am trying to put those things in perspective. Certain uncomfortable questions that I had, कि ऐसा क्यों? And along with that, a lot of things are, when you try to open a box, आप जो एक्सपेक्ट करते हो उसके अंदर, उससे कहीं ज़्यादा निकलता है.
हाँ. तो लोगों ने बहुत अच्छे से इसको मतलब सारे बुक्स को पढ़ा, बट किसी ने डिड दे रेज सच क्वेश्चंस, नो दिस फैक्ट इज रॉन्ग और दैट फैक्ट इज रॉन्ग? That did not happen.
The criticisms that I have got is, एक तो I have got very negligible criticisms. I'm very very thankful and मैंने a lot of gratitude for that. Usually your political ideology, your religious ideology decide करता है कि आप किस चीज़ को पसंद कर रहे हो, किस चीज़ को नहीं. I have got great responses both from right wing and left wing. दूसरी बात मुस्लिम्स पढ़ रहे हैं. I'm very surprised. Muslims and Christians पढ़ रहे हैं. मतलब the universities that you were talking about, वहाँ पे researchers are not necessarily Hindu. They had invited me for lectures online. They are not even Indians, and they are reading it. They are trying to understand. They are trying to get a grasp of the philosophy. Our philosophy तो हर एक के है, जैसे I was talking about. But interestingly, Muslims taking interest is something that really touched me, you know, because my idea of writing these books was never कि मैं religiously किसी को inspire करूँ. My idea was कि अगर आप कुछ सीखना चाहो तो सीख लो, कुछ समझना चाहो तो समझ लो, and if that helps you in becoming a better version of yourself, good for you and me.
Right.
And अगर ये मेरे जरिए हो रहा है तो मेरे कर्मा में एक blue tick आ रहा है. So you know, that was my intention. Just a few days, I think last week or 2 weeks before, I got a DM from a Pakistani girl who is doing her PhD in London, and she is writing her thesis on my books. I was so surprised. I was like, "तुम क्यों कर रही हो?" मतलब I couldn't hold back from asking that. Don't you think that it will work against you? And there is so much at stake.
Right.
You know, it's your PhD. ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब एक पेपर लिख दिया तुमने, वो एक्सेप्ट हो ना हो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You will spend 5 years of your life doing this. क्यों कर रही हो तुम? मतलब what if you face objections? What if you face cancellations from your country? She was like, no, I am just trying to, I am very much interested. यही करना है. So she was completely convinced कि उसको यही करना है. And you know, when your writing does that, उससे बड़ा और कोई रिवॉर्ड तो हो ही नहीं सकता.
So आप सबको बताना चाहोगे कि ये सीरीज़ में सारे कैरेक्टर्स क्या हैं और क्या रोल है उनका, मतलब एक थोड़ा समरी, एंड विच कैरेक्टर डू यू रिलेट विद द मोस्ट?
These are the Panchkanya series जो हमने सती series. The word sati has been used here a little sarcastically because sati means pure. Panchkanya को महासती बोला जाता है कि and there's a sloka in Sanskrit which says that अगर आप if you recite these 5, if you understand these 5 women, आपके बहुत सारे sins get dispelled. And I was very fascinated with that. And because you know, Ahalya, Mandodari, Tara, you may not know as much. You know Kunti and Draupadi. इनको महासती बोला जा रहा है प्योरिटी के एस्पेक्ट से, राइट. एंड वुमेन्स प्योरिटी इन आवर कंट्री पता नहीं क्या क्या हो चुका है. औरतों को जिंदा जलाया गया है, राइट, बिकॉज जस्ट टू से दैट देयर बॉडी वाज प्योर, मतलब पूरी जिंदगी दे डिडंट गेट टच्ड. एंड हियर आप कुंती और द्रौपदी को महासती बोल रहे हो, राइट, which means that our ancient texts हमारे शरीर की बात कर ही नहीं रहा है. It is talking about something completely different. आप मुझे before I think you were talking to me about how do I not get touched by you know whatever happens in the past and all that. Actually that is what probably I have learned from this. आपके environment में बहुत सारे लोग बहुत कुछ बोलेंगे. Whether you are getting touched by that, that is the real touch, which decides whether you are pure or you have deviated from your path. You know, there are so many people who will say कि आज के डेट पे kindness doesn't matter, you have to be very ruthless, you misbehave with people to prove that you are an important person. Are you touched by that? Because there was definitely a time when you didn't believe it, when you were more open towards the world, right? That defines whether you are touched or you are not touched. बात तो हमारे शरीर का था ही नहीं. Because it is so easy to touch. I can just put my hand on your skin and you are touched. वो तो कितना आसान है. और उसी के डर से मतलब centuries women have spent fearing that touch, जबकि उसकी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं थी. You know, the touch was completely about something else. Right now there's so much going on social media. थोड़ा सा चीज़ इधर से उधर हो गया कि गालियाँ शुरू, ट्रोलिंग शुरू. If you get touched, your you know आपकी जो ज़हनी शांति है वो totally messed up हो जाता है. And if you decide that this is not for me, then you are not touched. You know, Ahalya's story, for example, she was accused by her husband Gautam, and she was cursed. That is the popular narrative, that she was cursed to become a rock. That is what happens all the while. Just think that you are being so nice to me, and suddenly I accuse you of something जो आप expect भी नहीं कर रहे हो. मतलब जो आप दूर दूर तक आपका कोई उसमें, you are not there. And when I put an allegation on you and I accuse you of something, you get so shocked, आप पत्थर बन जाते हो. Right? That happens with everybody. Happened with Ahalya. And for everybody, all of us, we probably take a very long time to realize that we were not answerable. हमें ज़रूरत नहीं थी उस चीज़ से टच होने की. We didn't need to, you know, feel ashamed just because someone shamed. That is when we are in touch with our antaratma. That antaratma is Krishna, Rama, Narayan. Right? So all these stories are empowering you in ways so profound. And it was right there. हमने centuries लगा दी है समझने में. So the series is, first is Ahalya, then Kunti, then Draupadi, फिर Mandodari and Tara. Sita doesn't feature in that slok, but in Mandodari and Tara, Sita has come in a big way.
But why you didn't pick Sita like that?
She was not in the Panchkanya is not a term that I decided. It was there.
Okay, it was already
in the Puranic texts. So they specified that these are the Panchkanya, and I have written on Panchkanya.
Right.
So
Okay.
Sita did not come separately, but Sita is covered.
Okay. Okay. तो सारे हमें important जो भी characters है सब देखने को मिलेंगे आपके books में.
Yes, almost
जैसे
all
इंद्रा
are
हर book
covered.
में है.
Indra has a special presence in every book because he is there. ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने ज़बरदस्ती लाया उसको. In various capacities, he is there. As a lover, as a father, as a villain. In Mandodari's story, Ravan's story, Indra is the villain. Ravan's son fought with Indra and defeated him. That is how he became Indrajit from Meghnad.
Okay.
So Indra is there in all the stories in various capacities.
But personally, which character among these you relate with the most?
Relate, you know, I feel that all of us will find ourselves in all the characters. Writing wise, Tara was the last one that I wrote, and Tara was also one of the most interesting ones for me to write because it deals with the animal world. Bali Sugriv Tara. So it is the monkey world that I am dealing with. So I was reading up a lot on animal psychology and animal ethics, and there is animal ethics they have a very strong ethical parameters. We love to feel that we are the superior races. हम जो भी है वही बेहतर. But animals are beautiful in their own way, and they have their strengths, they have their weaknesses. So writing Tara I just got to explore that world, and I just enjoyed every bit of it because I was completely creating something different जो मैंने खुद आज तक कभी सोचा भी नहीं था.
And which of these characters were like misunderstood? Like you wrote about it, but you feel that a lot of people misunderstand this character. Which one is
You know,
that?
more than women, men are misunderstood. I very strongly feel that in order to have a balanced society, a beautiful society, you need men and women to come together and walk hand in hand. Equality is a very shallow term there because उस तरीके से 50-50 होता नहीं है. It's like whatever is my strength I bring on the table, whatever is your strength you bring on the table. जिस चीज़ में तुम्हारी कमी है मैं पूरा करूँ, जिस चीज़ में मेरी कमी है तुम पूरा करना. and probably I am giving myself a little more in certain things, you are giving yourself a little more in certain things. और जिस दिन हम नापने बैठ गए वो रिलेशन नहीं रहेगा. It becomes a balance sheet, you know. So depending upon everybody's credentials and qualifications and abilities, people give, and giving is the dharma.
Giving is the dharma.
For the entire living world, there was only one rule which we messed up. The rule was, जब एक गिरता है बाकी लोग उनका सहायता करो. It was as simple. कि मतलब हमने सोचा कि नहीं, हम अपना बटोरते हैं. You know, we will gather ourselves, we will prioritize the luxury of self over suffering of others. तो मेरे सामने अगर आप सफ़र कर रहे हो, मैं ये सोच रही हूँ कि मेरा क्या हुआ, मतलब you know, मेरा घर कैसे संभालेगा. You think of when our households say that बीमार है कुछ दिन नहीं आएंगी, हमारे दिमाग में क्या आता है सबसे पहले, हमारा घर कैसे चलेगा. It doesn't, we don't, most of us don't ask help क्या चाहिए तुमको, right? Of course from the opposite side also there's a lot of nuisance happening, but that is because हमारा culture ही मतलब ऐसा हो गया है. Everybody is thinking on those terms. We are not thinking from that giving term. So what was the question?
Yeah, so I was saying which character among these was the most misunderstood?
Yeah, so I was saying that I felt for a long time literature and cinema has celebrated very macho men, जो कि you know 20 माले से छलांग लगा के 20 लोगों को मार दे, which is a completely impractical thing. Men who can dominate, men who can intimidate, men who can outshout, उनको हीरो माना जाता था. Men stalking, you know.
Right.
That is because men decided what women love. And when you actually ask women that who are the men that you loved, you know, if you have a husband, if you have a partner, if you have a boyfriend, why do you love that person? Your answer will be completely different. It will not be कि उसका आवाज़ कितना तेज़ है. 100% मैं लिख के दे सकती हूँ, वो चाहे कोई भी इंसान हो. ये उसका तरीका नहीं है. Probably that person is deciding on the basis of कितना compassionate है वो इंसान. In my bad times, without being asked, वो इंसान आया था. वो मेरे साथ था. You know, these are the things that we look for, or which decide whether we are in love with that man or we are with that man because we are afraid. Right? So while writing this series, this is मतलब 5 औरतों की ज़बानी है. They are telling their own stories, all 5 of them in each book. It allowed me to recreate the men from the eyes of the women. That ये how these men were and why did these women love these men. Ravan, for example, Mandodari was not afraid of Ravan. Mandodari loved Ravan. If she was afraid of Ravan, then she wouldn't have constantly told him to let Sita go. She would keep shut because उसको डर रहेगा कि नुकसान करेगा उसका. The lady really loved Ravan. उसका अच्छा सोच रही थी. और कोई भी औरत पागल नहीं होता है कि एक इंसान जो कि मतलब एक टॉक्सिक इंसान जो कि सिर्फ नुकसान कर रहा है, जिससे मुझे भी नुकसान पहुंच सकता है, मैं उससे मोहब्बत करूं. नहीं होता ऐसा, राइट? So that man must be doing something right as a husband. You know, getting there was also something that I really enjoyed. So yes, Pandu, for example, Indra, I already said, Pandu, Kunti's husband, then Bhishma, Ravan and Bali. Big time, because Bali को हमने हमेशा एक as a villain देखा है. But if you look at Bali Sugriva's world with the animal consciousness as much as you can, you understand that Bali villain नहीं था. Bali सिर्फ एक monkey था. You know, there are 2 kinds of animals. One who enjoy the wild. They are the creatures of the wild. उनको फ्रीडम पसंद है, वो जंगल पसंद करते हैं, वही उनका सब कुछ है. They believe in themselves. They love being animals, and they love the good things that they have being an animal. They are happy to deal with the adversities that come with being an animal, they are content. उनको कुछ चाहिए नहीं. And then there are another kind of animals who believe in human superiority, who are waiting to be tamed by humans. Sugriv was waiting to be tamed by a human. And Bali was एक मुकम्मल monkey था वो. That was the conflict. So when you look at Bali from that perspective, you tend to understand कि वो जो भी कर रहा था वो क्यों कर रहा था. वो animal instinct है. He was following animal ethics. You cannot say human ethics is better than animal ethics. Animal ethics is very simple. It's not as complicated as humans. Their belief is very simple. They will never trust an enemy. They will never forget a friend. And if you have betrayed, they will never believe you. These are very simple things. These are a part of their their personality, their lifelong belief, जिसको आप कभी बदल नहीं सकते. So, just like humans get affected by whatever experience they are having, so do animals. आप एक बंदर को देखोगे, आप एक स्टिक लेके उसको चेस करोगे, वो जिंदगी भर याद रखेगा आपको. वो आपको कभी ट्रस्ट नहीं करेगा. सेम हैपेंड विद बाली. कहा जाता है कि बाली एंड सुग्रीव, इन दोनों ने अहल्या को माता माना था. So if I look at Bali from that perspective, he had seen a human cursing his mother, and the mother disappears. What do you expect of Bali? He will never trust a human. He didn't. Sugriv was more willing to, compromise. And that is the conflict.
But how strong were these women? Like the strength. I know they're strong. They are like very high, powerful ladies. But why do you think they are strong? Like, what are the elements that make them strong?
I think power is a word that is very misunderstood. Again, it happened with the turn of dynasties, turn of eras, and the way our culture has moved. We think power is our ability to prove that we can do harm to someone if the person is disobedient. Or power is our ability to show that we are more capable. That was not the idea of power. The idea of power was simply to be available, whatever be the needs of life. And that is where आप ये नहीं सोचते कि मुझे क्या फ़ायदा होगा. You are just there because someone needs you. And others are there because you need them. So power is not where I fight and win a war. Mahabharata ko, there are so many people who say that Mahabharata glorifies wars. Mahabharata says there are two things. Ek, Krishna refused to fight the war. He tried to dissuade the warring duo that don't fight. And he himself did not participate. Most importantly, Kurukshetra mein hundreds and thousands had gone to the war. Zinda bache the sirf 10. How is this glorifying war? कुरुक्षेत्र के बारे में बात ज़्यादा किया जाता है. We have glorified it. The epic didn't. Epic had very clearly written 10 जिंदा बचे थे. Then, power simply means, in spiritual terms and in the way Indian ancient text has tried to define power, it is about your clarity of thought. That आप किसी चीज़ को किस तरह से जज कर रहे हो, with what intention, that clarity is your power. And that was the power of these women as well. Ramayana, for example, you see a lot of people say that Indian epics are very regressive. They show women in a particular way. Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, right? And people say that, okay, इस कहानी का मतलब ये हुआ कि सीता को चाहिए था कि राम आके उसको निकाले. That is trying to say that women cannot defend themselves. Sita was alone. Ravan धोखे से kidnapped her. Right? Now the feminists are saying, why didn't Sita fight? Why didn't Sita die? We were talking about touch, sati, right? Sita did not want to even die for Ravan. वो अगर मरती तो उसके लिए मरती ना. वो उसके लिए मरना भी नहीं चाहती थी. She was that much not touched by Ravan. You know, that is her aura. That is her power. That clarity. That मैं राम के लिए जिंदा ना रहूं. मैं इसके लिए क्यों मरूं? ये तो एक धोखेबाज इंसान है. Right? That is her power of. That is her clarity. That is her power. Now, when Ram Ravan का युद्ध हुआ, Ram came with a sena. Ravan fought with his army. Why are you expecting Sita to fight alone? Again, power is the idea of keeping people together by being giving, by being forgiving, by being kind. That is the baseline of every kind of ancient text that you will read. And all these women, and even the women who are not included in the Sati series, are talking about that power.
That power is something that these ladies reflected. Like,
Yes,
they
yes,
had
very
the
much.
clarity, they had the purity.
Very much.
Yeah, they were giving.
Yeah, they were giving, not stupidly giving. You know, they could take the right decisions. They could stop people. You know, they knew how to shut mouths. They made sure that they are in touch with the purpose of their lives. There is a, I don't know whether it was Freud or who said this, but there is a saying that most of the things that you want are actually not the things that you want. Those are the things जो आपके पड़ोसी के पास है, आपके किसी दोस्त के पास है, and you want them. But तुम actually नहीं चाहते थे वो सब. You know, you got into that peer pressure, and now you are under that pressure कि मुझे भी चाहिए. You know, so the ability to reject that pressure is also power. Arjun is said to be very powerful, right, in Mahabharata. Now, Arjun is known for his archery, for his focus, right? Those were his skills. Talent थे उनके, right? Power was, जैसे at a very crucial time of war, just before the war began, he asks his Antaratma, represented by Krishna, that I know I will win this war, but why should I fight? Just imagine what great power this is. हम लोग अगर हर इंसान खुद को ये सवाल पूछे, आधे जंग हमारे होंगे नहीं. Because we will realize it's so futile to fight this. क्यों लड़ूं? मतलब किस चीज के लिए? हासिल क्या हो जाएगा? And that is when you have that clarity कि ये जंग तो मेरा था ही नहीं. I was not even answerable. I did not have to justify. I'm now talking about women's wars, internal wars, जो उनको corner किया जाता है by asking stupid questions. You know, time and again, you know, these kind of conversations bring me to men and not the women. Because when I look at men from the lens of women, I find that for centuries men have been told that तुम्हारा काम है protect करना. अभी as a brother, as a father, as a lover, as a son, you are supposed to protect. Now you think, I am supposed to protect you, I am your father, brother, whatever, right? And सामने लोग बैठे हुए हैं, उनसे मुझे आपको protect करना है. What will I do? मैं सबसे पहले आपसे कहूँगी कि अंदर जाओ, इनके सामने जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ये लोग खतरनाक हो सकते हैं. अगर बाहर आते हो तो शक्ल ढक के हो, मेकअप क्यों किया है? कितना बज रहा है, रात को क्यों जाना है, कपड़े ऐसे क्यों हैं, ये क्यों दिख रहा है, पैर क्यों दिख रहा है, you know. That is what men have done all through. Because they were given that महा responsibility कि women को protect करना है. कैसे करोगे?
You can't really.
And then, in order to shame men, their women, a lot of wrong has been happening to their women. I know of IAS officers in certain remote locations of India whose wives got raped because the goons wanted to teach a lesson to that IAS officer. मैंने just imagine. They wanted to shame the men कि तू protect नहीं कर सका. कैसे प्रोटेक्ट करेगा कोई? कर सकता है क्या कोई? मतलब if you have to protect a woman like that, you are not being able to protect. उसको तो आप घर के अंदर धकेल रहे हो ना कि वो दिखे ही ना. That means you are not being able to protect her growth. तो कहीं ना कहीं पे तो आप फेल कर ही रहे हो. You are not being able to protect. Complete failure. All that you can do, all that you could do, is support the woman. कि तुम्हारे साथ कुछ भी हो, तुम कुछ भी decision लो, मैं तुम्हारे साथ हूँ. Right? That was all that is required, and not just from men, women both. They could only support each other. So if you look at हमारे जो त्योहार है इंडिया में, there is one रक्षाबंधन जहाँ पे भाई is supposed to protect the sister, and there is one भाई दूज where the girl is supposed to protect the brother.
सब एक दूसरे का I think support करें तो protection.
That is all that they can do.
Efforts की
ज़रूरत ही नहीं है.
Because financial independence भी आ गया, इतना परेशान होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है मतलब.
If you are talking about financial independence, you see for a long time औरतें बाहर नहीं जा रही थी काम करने के लिए, right? And men were going out. Now men went out, they started feeling very entitled. कि they started saying that they are the bread earners, right? And they started telling women a lot of shameful stuff. Women started getting corner. Now society came up with a solution. क्या? Women को बोला कि you have to be financially independent. वरना ये मर्द लोग हैं ना तुमको ऐसे ही shame करते रहेंगे. We didn't tell them that अपना हुनर चुनो. Both to men and women. अपना हुनर चुनो जो सही लगे करो. Because whatever is in the house is on the house. जो भी घर पे है सबके हैं. Man was never the bread earner. Man was the money earner. Woman was the bread maker. Together they are the bread earner. ये चीज़ किसी ने किसी को बोला ही नहीं. Woman को बोला कि you have to be financially independent. Men को ये नहीं बोला कि घर में हाथ बटा, you have to be domestically independent. Now the woman is under pressure कि घर का काम भी उसको करना है, financially independent भी होना है. She is completely, messed up with two responsibilities on the head. सफर किसने किया? घर सफर किया.
right?
बच्चे सफर किए. Because what you have done by doing this thing is, one, you have created an imbalance. Two, पहले there was a clear division of labor, right? Everybody is working in some capacity or the other, in some place or the other, right? Now suddenly nobody is happy. The man is also not happy. The woman is doing both. The pressure is not allowing her to be happy. The man is not happy because जो उसको 12 घंटा काम करने के बाद जो उसको साथ मिल रहा था उस औरत का, वो नहीं मिल रहा है. Right? So if everybody understands that life was to be shared and हर इंसान अपना हुनर चुने कि जो उसको करना है वही करे और अपने काबिलियत से करे एंड लाइफ बांट ले. ये तो किसी ने बताया ही नहीं. फेमिनिस्ट ने बोला फाइनेंशियली इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाओ. लड़कों ने बोला कि तुम जॉब वॉब करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, घर पे बैठो.
बैलेंस बहुत ज़रूरी है. एक दूसरे की मदद करना, सपोर्ट करना.
एग्जैक्टली.
और एक दूसरे को मोटिवेट करना. करो, जाओ, अपने लिए खुश रहो.
Exactly, being happy for each other
is so big. I think I really wish everybody supports each other emotionally.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being so fearless and so nice, and you have great opinions, and I am influenced by some. It's very beautiful. Especially I'll keep that feeling that if you believe your God is forgiving and loving, then you will become that. And with this thought, I am we are going to say bye.
Thank you
I
so
wish
much,
we would have a
Priyanka.
longer chat. Maybe next time again we can do part 2. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
हमेशा से
much.
खड़ी हो जाती last में, to women, to partnership, to men, to beautiful things.
My
Thank
pleasure,
you.
totally.
Thank you.
Thank